Have you ever wondered how Domino's, your favorite pizza place, delivers millions of pizzas each year? Come along with us as we give you an inside look at Domino's Pizza Factory. From the first mixing of the dough to the last slice, we will examine the complete procedure. The amount of automation and accuracy required to make that ideal pizza will astound you. To make a Domino's pizza, we need a few key ingredients. First, we need dough. The dough consists of ingredients blended into it: flour, yeast, oil, salt, and a small proportion of preservatives to enhance freshness. Of course, most of the audience probably never thought about the fact that Domino's Pizza makes its pizza dough. Next, we need sauce, which is produced from tomatoes, spices, and some numbered chemicals so that it may last for quite a long time. We have cheese, which is procured and readily made and then transported to the factory. Last but not least, we have toppings like pepperoni, mushrooms, or onions for the pizza types respectively. Most of these ingredients, cheese and sauce, flour, and even the boxes the pizzas come in, are brought in large quantities by Domino's. They buy from various suppliers and distribution centers, though they ensure they source from suppliers who are animal friendly. While Domino's Pizza has continued to have fast, cheap, and cheesy imagery, fast casual restaurants have gone organic, local, and whole. Off camera, nonetheless, making the dough is among the things that the business takes pride in and is part of the process that keeps the business running throughout the year. Domino's pizza dough is made from 6 ingredients. It contains flour, water, salt, sugar, yeast, oil, and other necessary ingredients. To produce this dough, Domino's operates specialized factories. Each year, these factories produce over 300 million pounds of dough, which is then distributed to various restaurants. For example, the East Granby Center supplies 126,000 dough balls daily to approximately 425 restaurants. These factories are operating on a 24/7 basis to make sure that the supply of fresh dough is always on hand. The dough is prepared from water, salt, sugar, yeast, special flour, and oil. Yeast helps to rise the dough and make it airy and rather chewy. The factories are capable of preparing a 500-pound batch of dough with an interval of 5 minutes. The dough balls are put on the trays and then transported to stores or restaurants for usage in pizza preparation. The preparation process includes, in the mixing process, dough ingredients are agglomerated mechanically in large metal bowls. The dough is then compacted, compressed, and divided into small portions. These balls are placed on trays and put in a refrigerator, packed into refrigerated vans, and transported to supermarkets. Every cook or anybody who has ever touched dough is fully aware that it's strenuous and time-consuming activity. However, at Domino's, the factory rather carries most of the workload. The machines used for mixing and netting dough are as powerful as trucks. Next, the dough is transformed into pizza crust. Another machine then takes the prepared dough and passes it through a chunking machine. In this particular machine, the dough is portioned into 5 to 6 pound masses and then placed on a belt into a large pan. Hence, it is possible to exert the force of the oven spring to reduce a large mass of dough into finer pieces. Due to this, dough is always dusted with flour to avoid sticking to the operator's machine. After that particular dough is chunked, it is then transported to the next station. Then comes the sheeting machine. It consists of stainless steel rollers dusted with flour. These rollers press the dough chunks into a large, uniform sheet, the exact thickness of a pizza crust. The machine then trims off the uneven edges of the crust sheet, which is further brushed with flour. Once the dough is transformed into a crust, the machine cuts the sheets into circular pizza bases. This machine uses a large plastic roller with circular molds to slice the dough as it moves along the assembly line. After cutting perfect circles, any leftover dough is collected and combined to form new dough. This new dough is then fed back into the machine to be cut into more perfect circles. This process continues repeatedly. This assembly line also includes stainless steel rollers that poke holes into the crust. This ensures even cooking and prevents air bubbles from forming. While you might not need to worry about these steps when baking pizza at home or in a restaurant for immediate consumption, Domino's frozen pizzas require a different approach. They are not fully cooked but only halfway, allowing them to maintain their shape in the freezer. The final cooking process is completed by the consumer. The pizza rounds are transferred to a steel conveyor belt and then into an oven that bakes them at 360 to 600 degrees Fahrenheit for 3 to 4 minutes. The pizza crust is cooked evenly without burning. The sauce is also a crucial ingredient in pizza making. While the exact recipe is confidential, we can delve into the process and potential ingredients that contribute to its flavor profile. Ripe tomatoes, sourced from nearby farms for optimal freshness, are the foundation of the sauce. Harvested at the peak of ripeness, the tomatoes are immediately processed to preserve their natural sweetness. In the sauce-making facilities, the tomatoes are transformed into a smooth puree using powerful industrial blenders. This puree is then strained to remove seeds and skins, creating a smooth base for the sauce. For the better flavor, spices and seasonings are then added to the tomato puree and leave it aside for 3 days. It is bottled in Brooklyn and its exact formulation is guarded, but it is assumed that it contains the typical elements of pizza sauce such as dried oregano, garlic, dried basil, onion, black pepper, salt, sugar, and anything else unique that the company would not wish the recipe to be known. Once they're additions, the sauces are heated and prepared in large industrial vats or steam jackets. Some of these kettles have an auto stirrer to ensure the sauce stirs as it boils during simmering. This makes the food to be cooked evenly and to prevent the sauce from being burnt. To help Domino's achieve their flavor customers expect in their pizza sauce, the temperature of the sauce is regulated. The sauce is then cooled in the flash coolers, after which the hot cooked product is placed in the retort. This process instantly decreases the temperature without any impact on taste or consistencies that may be present in products. It is then cooled and sent to Domino's outlets, where it is stored while fresh to be used as needed. Another important step is the saucing process. After cooling, the sauce is fed into the assembly line. Once the warm pizzas are out of the oven and passing through the line, sauce is dispensed from a machine and poured on the pizzas. When the dough has been covered with the sauce, the next process is adding the cheese and other complementary foods. Domino's uses about 5 kinds of cheese in their pizzas, and these include mozzarella, provolone, cheddar, pepper jack, parmesan, and asiago. In their special pizzas, Domino's uses 100% mozzarella cheese, which makes the pizzas juicy and fluffy. Some of the cheeses can be used and mixed in a combination depending on the kind of pizza to be prepared. The cheese is cut by an industrial shredder. The shredded cheese is then conveyed on stainless conveyors. The conveyor belt which conveys the shredded cheese over the pizza makes sure that the shredded cheese applies pressure on the pizza uniformly so that it covers the whole surface of the pizza. It is a fully automatic process, and all of the cheese is dumped on top of the pizza. The additional cheese that spills off the conveyor belt is gathered and recycled in the process in order to reduce waste. The same process is used for adding vegetables, ham, meat, pepperoni, and other toppings to the pizza. Now, the pizza is ready for the oven, but it needs to be inspected before it's sent out. All Domino's pizzas taste the same because they follow the same process. The company carefully checks every pizza at every stage of production, especially when the crust is being made. Human workers examine the crust for any imperfections, such as folded edges, uneven cooking, or burns. They also check the overall appearance of the pizza, ensuring that the toppings are evenly distributed and the size and weight are consistent. This careful inspection helps to maintain the high quality standards of Domino's pizza. The final step is to freeze then package the pizzas. The pizzas are transferred to a spiral freezer, which moves them along a spiral conveyor belt for 20 minutes at a temperature of 25 degrees Fahrenheit. This process freezes the pizza without turning it into ice, preserving its flavor. In restaurants, there's no need to freeze the pizza, as it's served fresh to customers. At the packing station, the pizza is cut into slices and then placed in pizza boxes. Frozen pizzas are cut into slices, wrapped in shrink wrap to protect them, vacuum sealed, boxed, and shipped to stores. The equipment used for making Domino's pizzas are just as crucial as the actual ingredients. While portioning machines guarantee that every dough ball is the same, industrial mixers churn vast quantities of the dough with the accuracy of a skilled baker. These devices preserve the quality of handmade pizza dough while handling the volume is required to service thousands of outlets. Blenders, strainers, and kettles are used in sauce-making facilities to guarantee that the sauce is flawlessly tasty and smooth. As the sauce is cooked to the proper temperature in kettles, undesirable seeds or skins are removed using strainers. Flash coolers maintain freshness, while automated stirrers avoid burning. For the ideal melt, mozzarella cheese is coarsely shredded in high-speed shredders. The last step of making pizza starts as soon as the dough, sauce, and cheese reach Domino's locations. The dough is hand-stretched to the ideal thickness, while it is still fresh and never frozen. Cheese is liberally put on top, and the sauce is carefully swirled on. Superior ingredients, careful preparation, and state-of-the-line art ovens are the basis of each pizza, whether it's loaded supreme or traditional cheese pizza. And there you have it then, an inside look at the exciting world of making Domino's pizza. Every stage, from the first dough mixing to the last slice, is meticulously planned to provide a reliable and delectable pizza experience. Are you curious about finding more about your favorite foods? Tell us what you want to see next in the comment section below. For more behind the scenes material, remember to subscribe, like, and share. And maybe, just maybe, this video has made you want to order a hot Domino's pizza right now. Have fun!